นีนาล่ำซัมบีเกิลลูกครึ่งไทยอเมริกันวัย 20 ปีได้กลายเป็นนักกีฬาขี่ม้าประเภทอีเวนติ้งหญิงคนแรกของเอเชียที่ได้ผ่านเข้าแข่งขันในระดับโอลิมปิกที่กรุงลอนดอนประเทศอังกฤษและยังเป็นนักกีฬาหญิงที่อายุน้อยที่สุดที่ได้ผ่านเข้าแข่งขันในกีฬาประเภทนี้ในโอลิมปิกที่ลอนดอนครั้งนี้
Nina, are you excited? You're going to compete in the Olympics.
I'm incredibly excited. I mean, this has been the dream I had since I was little. So, I mean, it started riding when I was around 2 years old and started at, here in Thailand at Hua Hin Beach. My mom used to throw me up on the little ponies and kind of take me for walks. And started competing back in the US and riding, taking lessons when I was 5, and kind of that's where the dream of going to the Olympics came from. So now, it's finally happened. It kind of hasn't really hit me yet that I'm actually going, but...
Are you a U.S. citizen as well?
I am. I'm both, dual.
So why did you pick to represent Thailand?
I wanted to feel more Thai. I wanted to represent Thailand in a sport where they don't get a whole lot of representation. It's a growing sport, and I think, the more I can help it take root and really promote, I think the better. And just because my mom is Thai and I consider myself Thai, I wanted to come ride for Thailand rather than the U.S., which the U.S. has plenty of great riders. I wanted to come help Thailand as much as I could.
What's the qualifying process like to go to the Olympics?
It's a little bit complicated. I'm still working it out, but now that I've already qualified. But for me, I'm qualifying as an individual because right now I'm the only rider from Thailand who is at the Olympic level, which we call the 3-star level. And so what I've had to do is I had 2 options. One was to compete, one was to qualify for what we call the Asian slot. There's an individual Olympic slot allotted to 7 different regions of the world.
Is that like a quota system?
Kind of, yeah, for each. It's almost continents, except for Asia, we're lumped in with Australia and New Zealand, so Oceania. And the problem is Australia and New Zealand are both very strong riders, and this year Australia didn't qualify a team to send to the Olympics, so they all got put on the individual list as well.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of, the Australians are so far ahead of me. I mean, they're very experienced, and I didn't really have a chance of catching up to them. So then I was competing against just about 300 riders from all around the world qualifying for an individual spot for only 20 spots available. So they basically it goes off a ranking list. They take your top 5 competitions, the top 5 Olympic qualifying competitions. There probably be about 100 in the world during the year, and you can only maybe compete your horse in 4 or 5 a year, for risk of injury. So they take your top 5 and add up the points from that and then put you on a ranking list, and you want to be in that top 20 ranking if you're going to get that.
กีฬาขี่ม้าอีเวนติ้งถือเป็นกีฬาขี่ม้าชั้นสูงต้องใช้ทักษะความชำนาญและความอดทนในการควบคุมม้ารูปแบบต่างๆแบ่งออกเป็น3แบบ 3 วันคือการแข่งขันศิลปะการบังคับม้าหรือ dressage วันที่ 2 แข่งขันขี่ม้าข้ามภูมิประเทศหรือ cross country และวันที่ 3 แข่งขันขี่ม้ากระโดดข้ามคลื่นกีดขวางหรือ show jumping.
Which one do you like most? Dressage, show jumping, or cross country?
The cross country the most.
You like cross country? It looks scary to me. It's like do or die.
It's very scary, and I actually used to be a very timid rider. The cross country, I mean, it still terrifies me when I'm going out on course, but it's kind of a personal challenge for me to try and overcome that, and it's taught me so much about being more self-confident, relying on myself. I have no one out there helping me out, telling me what to do. I have to make decisions, and I have to make them quickly, and have to trust in my decisions, and I think that's what I really liked about it, is it's taught me quite a bit.
For the Olympics, you ride every day?
Yes, just about. I mean, I will take a weekend off occasionally, or just some time off. It's good to get away from the barn and just kind of take a breath, but just the day in day out training, I think, is what really gets you there. That's what's, as important as it is to compete and get the experience of competing. I think the daily training is where you learn the most and where you figure out the most about your horse and how to perform to your best.
การแข่งขันกีฬาขี่ม้าเป็นกีฬาประเภทเดียวในโลกที่ไม่มีการแบ่งแยกเพศชายและหญิงแข่งด้วยกันใช้กฎเกณฑ์และมาตรฐานเดียวกันเป็นกีฬาที่อาศัยความชำนาญและชั่วโมงบินบ่อยครั้งจะเห็นนักกีฬาอายุมากกว่า50ปีลงแข่งก็มี
So, what's your goal for the Olympics?
To really go and put in a performance I can be proud of and really try and do as well as I can, have a performance that's equal to that I've been having this past year when I've done well. I think, to me, the main goal is not to let the pressure, of competing in so much atmosphere and against such kind of a high level of competitors, it's quite intimidating. So I think not letting that get to me is going to be a big part of it, and just giving, performance that hopefully the Thai people can be proud of.
When we talk about the Olympics, it might still be a faraway dream for a lot of young Thai people. What would be your advice to them?
I think, even because it is a far-off dream, it will take a long time to get there. Like for me, sticking with my dream all really depended on kind of focusing on what it was that drove me to want that and remembering that in the daily training, because it does get very tedious and it's very easy when you have a rough competition or even a rough day to feel like you're done with this, or when a horse gets hurt. I think that's the hardest point to push yourself to keep going past is you can be doing so well and then all of a sudden all your dreams are shattered because your horse gets injured and isn't going to come back for it, or even gets they take a while to heal, so lots of injuries last years. And I think to keep yourself from getting discouraged, you have to kind of hang on to those brilliant moments that you have where you think, this is my passion, this is what I really want to do, and you have to remember that when you're having a rough time.